The Siva Purana. Part 1. Published by Motilal Banarsi. This publishers PVT Limited, Delhi 2002. Siva Purana Mahatmyam. Siva Purana, Vidyes Varasamhita. Chapter 5. The Greatness of the Phallic Emblem of Siva. Sutta said. 1. A person incompetent to perform the 3 rites of Shravana, etc., shall fix the phallic emblem or the image of Siva, and worship them every day. He can thus cross the ocean of worldly existence. 2. As far as he can afford, the devotee shall make gifts of wealth too, without deceiving others. He shall offer them to the phallic emblem, or the image of Siva. He must worship them constantly. 3 to 7. The worship must be performed elaborately. Construction of platforms, ornamental portals, monasteries, temples, holy centers, etc., offerings of cloth, scents, garlands, incense, lamps, with due piety. Oblations of various cooked rice, pancakes, pies, etc., with side dishes. Umbrellas, fans, choris, with all paraphernalia. Everything shall be maintained in the worship of Siva. In fact, all royal homage shall be paid. Circumambulation and obeisance, with japas, according to capacity shall be performed. All the different usual rites in worships, like invocation, shall be maintained with due devotion. A person who worships the phallic emblem or the image in this manner, will attain salvation even without Shravana, etc. Many noble men of yore have been liberated solely by this simple worship. Sages said. 8. Everywhere the deities are worshipped only in their image. How is it that Siva is worshipped both in the image and the phallus? Sutta said. 9. O sages, this question is holy and wondrous. Here the speaker is Siva himself and not any ordinary person. 10. I shall tell you what Siva himself had said, and what I heard from my own preceptor. Siva alone is glorified as Nishkala, nameless and formless, since he is identical with Supreme Brahman. 11. He is also Sakala, as he has an embodied form. He is both Sakala and Nishkala. It is in his Nishkala aspect that the Linga is appropriate. 12 to 13. In the Sakala aspect the worship of his embodied form is appropriate. Since he has the Sakala and Nishkala aspects, he is worshipped both in the phallic, and in the embodied form by the people, and is called the highest Brahman. Other deities, not being Brahman, have no Nishkala aspect anywhere. 14. Hence the deities are not worshipped in the formless phallic symbol. The other deities are both non-Brahman and individual souls. 15. In view of their being embodied alone, they are worshipped solely in the bodily form. Sankara has Brahmatva and the others Jivatva. 16. This has been explained in the meaning of the Pranava, Om, the essence of Vedanta, by Nandikeshvara when asked by Sanat Kumara, the intelligent son of Brahma, at the mountain Mandara. 17 to 18. The embodied form alone is often observed in the worship of the deities other than Siva. But both the phallic and the embodied forms are seen only in the worship of Siva. Hence, O benevolent one, please tell me precisely, making me understand the truth. Nandikeshvara said. 19. It is impossible to answer this question without revealing the secret of Brahman. 20 to 24. O sinless one, since you are pious, I shall tell you what Siva himself has said. Since Siva has the bodiless aspect, in virtue of his being the supreme Brahman, the Niskala Linga, in conformity with the Vedic implication, is used only in his worship. Since he has an embodied form as well, his embodied form is also worshipped and accepted by all people. According to the decision in the Vedas, the embodied form alone is to be used in the worship of other deities, who are only individual souls embodied. Devas have only the embodied aspect in their manifestation. In sacred literature, both the phallic and the embodied forms are mentioned for Siva. Sanat Kumara said. 25. O fortunate one, you have explained the worship of phallus and image distinctly for Siva, and the other deities. Hence, O Lord of Yogins, I wish to hear the feature of the manifestation of the phallic aspect of Siva. Nandikeshvara said. 26 to 27. O dear one, out of love for you I shall tell you the truth. Long, long ago, in the famous first Kalpa, the noble souls Brahma and Vishnu fought each other. 28. In order to eradicate their arrogance, Lord Parameshvara showed his unembodied Niskala form, in the form of a column in their midst. 29. He showed his phallus emblem separate, evolved out of the column, with a desire to bless the worlds. 30. From that time onwards, the divine phallus and the embodied image, both, were assigned to Siva alone. 31. The embodied form alone was assigned to deities other than Siva. The different types of the embodied forms of the different devas yield only enjoyments. In regard to Siva, the phallic emblem and the embodied form together bestow auspicious enjoyment and salvation. If you enjoyed this audiobook, be sure to like, share and subscribe to be notified when new audiobooks are uploaded. Thank you for listening and learning. Shanti.